In today class, we will start metals, non-metals and metalloids, considering the important properties of it, so that no question may be slipped out if it is being asked by the concerned teachers. So elements are categorized into three phases. One is the metals, non-metals and metalloids. In earlier classes, I had given you the vivid pictures all about the metals and non-metals, ignoring the metalloids. The properties of the metalloids are in between metals and non-metals. So here, for the metals, with exception we will move. Metals, there are many. Metals are solid in nature. Then soft metals, there are two: sodium and potassium. Here again comes the liquid metals. One is the mercury. So what is the use of the mercury? Mercury, it is used in clinical thermometer to measure the body temperature. Its scale is based on Fahrenheit scale. So again comes the relationship in between different scales of temperature. C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9 barabar K minus 273 by 5. This is the relation between C stand for Celsius, stand for Fahrenheit, and this K stand for Kelvin. So we are not moving altogether all the other properties, because we are going through the metals, non-metals and metalloids with some specific unique properties. So again, in liquid metals, we may consider gallium, a liquid metal, because it, if placed on the palm, it melts. So first priority you have to give for the mercury. If two examples is to be considered, then you will write the gallium, because by gaining the heat of the palm, this gallium metal liquefies. Now the other properties for metal is malleable nature. So regarding, commonly we are having the aluminum foil. अल्युमिनियम फॉयल कहाँ इस्तेमाल करते हैं? देखो चिकन चिल्ली की अगर हम लोग मूव करते हैं, the rotis are being wrapped away in aluminum foil. Even they are using the tin foil nowadays. In the name of the aluminum foil, they are using tin foil. So but in the medicine you will find the aluminum foils. So aluminum foils are used for packing foods, junk foods or regular foods, food items, cigarette, very common, cigarettes, chocolates, medicines wrappers are very common. So these are the use of malleability. They are spread into sheets, and after spreading into sheets, the tablets are being placed, and again the other sheets wrapped it off. That is the property of the metals. So next one is the ductile nature. Ductile, it can be drawn into wire. So ductile nature, drawn into wire. So electricity are passed through this wire, whether it is of copper, silver, aluminum and so on. So here we were finding, because they are good conductor of electricity. One more important question comes to be noted. Silver is the best conductor, not gold, best conductor of electricity. And mercury is what we write for the mercury. Mercury is the poor conductor of heat. So now comes for the good and the poor. Although we are using copper and aluminum in place of here, but metals are, next property we can write, metals have luster nature. Luster chamak hota hai, they are good reflector. So again a question may be asked, silver is the best reflector, or we can say excellent reflector of light, because it reflects more than 97% of light. So mercury will be referred as perfect reflectors. So metals are generally hard, but we had talked all about the soft metals. Metals are generally strong. They have the strong tensile strengths. So these are the condition of the metals which are strong in nature. There we don't find any important one. Generally metals have high melting point and boiling point, exception for soft metal, they are sodium and potassium. But if you just move for the other metals, tungsten very high, copper very high, iron very high. So some of the metals have low MP and BP, but many of the metals have high MP and BP. Metals have generally high density because the particles are very closely packed. But again, the sodium and potassium do not fall under these categories because they have low densities. So metals are sonorous. You may see the tanpura, violin, guitar and so on. But एक होता है वो एक दरवाजे पर हम लोग टांगते हैं, तो that is also called musical instrument. Cymbal, chimbal, we use that one. But the later we speak out cymbal for that. Metals have specific colors. Metals have specific color. Generally they have gray color, yellow and gray color. Copper is exception. It has, which color it has? Reddish. It has a reddish color. So here again gold has yellow color, silver has white color. So these are the property which we observe in the metals. But in non-metals, the condition changed. So regarding non-metals, there are very different examples we will find. Exception for non-metals. Non-metals are not ductile, not malleables. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat, and electricity. But exception, graphite. Exception is the graphite. Graphite is a non-metal which is a good conductor of electricity. They are used in batteries, electrodes, in extraction of aluminum as a electrodes. So non-metals are not shiny in nature, non-lustrous, I can say, not lustrous in nature. Exception iodine. Iodine has a lustrous appearance due to its shining surface. Graphite also has shiny surfaces. So non-metals are generally soft. Again, exception diamond. Diamond is the hardest material known so far. Non-metals are not shown. They have the low tensile strengths. That is true. Non-metals may be solid, liquid, and gases. Metals are generally solid and liquid, but states of non-metals may be solid, liquid, and gases. They are 22 in numbers, so they exist in different forms. Some of them you will find in solid, similar to that of the sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus. For other, hydrogen, chlorine, nitrogen, oxygen, they are in gaseous states. So here bromine is in the liquid states, so there exists the sodium, solid, liquid, and gases. Non-metals have generally low melting and boiling point, except for graphites. Graphites have high melting point, high MP melting point. It is around 3700 degrees Celsius, and it is used in the projectors, film projectors. We are using it. So non-metals generally have low density. Here we will find that non-metals have specific color. जैसे सल्फर का येलो कलर हो जाता है, क्लोरीन ग्रीनिश येलो, ग्राफाइट ब्लैक इन कलर, and so on. Phosphorus is white or yellow because they exist in the allotropic form. Further, we will have the discussion on the comparison properties of metals and non-metals, including the metalloids. Till then, have a nice day.